Arkham City, Industrial District.
All my life I've been bullied, just for my appearance. Now they don't bully me anymore. They hunt. But so do I.
Batman's here! Get him!
He's a creature like me. All anger and fury, relying on pure animal instinct. I recognized his scent the moment he entered the city. I will feast tonight, one way or the other. But first, appetizers.
Man, everything about this stinks. Why do we always get the crap jobs?
Because you've been a bad boy. Get off of me! Get off! Ugh, it was the bat.
See what I mean?
We gotta keep moving then. Come on. What are you guys doing down here?
See, I'm wondering that myself.
We're here on account of the rat guy. Otis Flanagan? Yeah, that's it. Guy lived down here. Probably felt right at home. Was using this as his base of operations. Sending his rats out to steal stuff from the city. Even from Penguin. Didn't take long for the old bird to retaliate. Sent his boys down to the sewer to find him. Last I heard, they drug him back to the museum. Hasn't been seen since. Boss man just wants to flush any more penguins out of here. Make sure they're not setting up any nests on Joker turf. Who am I to complain?
Well, it still stinks.
It's better than the alternative. Remember Paulie? What about him? He also voiced his opinion. Dissatisfied with his, what did he call it? Working arrangements. He was tired of constantly getting beat down by Batman. He'd seen Batman patrolling the steel mill more and more. And he had the bruises to prove it. He was complaining how it wasn't all laughs anymore. The food drops sucked and the surroundings were too depressing. Said he'd had enough. Was looking into alternatives. His mistake was mentioning it out loud. Of course, his real mistake was being born, but Joker took care of that.
I hear you're in the market for a new job.
Oh,
nonsense. No hard feelings. I understand. Times are tough. It doesn't hurt to brush up the old resume. Heck, I'll even write you a glowing referral.
Really?
Of course. So, you want to join up with old Harv, do ya?
That makes this easy. You won't even have to wear a mask.
Don't run off just yet. Not without that glowing referral. Whoops. Guess he forgot to pack his golden parachute. Oh well. Live and learn, or die and learn. What do I know? Harley!
Yes, Mr. J.
Grab my hats and a pair of my finest walking shoes. We've got a job vacancy. It's time for a recruitment fair.
See? Moral to the story. Quit your whining.
What was that sound?
My patience. It's leaving.
You think it's Croc? He's been seen down in the sewers. Tigers have been feeding him body parts to try and get him to come out, but it hasn't been working.
Yeah, right. Where'd you hear that?
You calling me a liar?
No, I'm calling you stupid. You'll believe anything.
I believe I'll kick your ass.
Stop your bicker, or I stop your face. Look, but make quiet.
I heard he was in the circus. Should have stayed there. What? Just saying.
Guy's a freak.
He's not the only one. They called me freak from the day I was born and abandoned. I never knew my parents. Child services brought me to my aunt, who was less than enthused. Horrified by my appearance, she kept me out of sight with barely anything that passed for food. She was a mean drunk. Went through bottles like she went through men. All in rapid succession. But I was always there to take her abuse. I grew to develop a thick skin. Every day I was the subject of their hatred, relentlessly bullied at school, as well as at home. I remember the last thing she said to me in a rare, sober outburst.
Your slut of a mum should have flushed you down the toilet when she had the chance.
Finally, I snapped. And I didn't stop snapping until she was all gone. From that point on, I was a criminal, constantly on the run. Living amongst the forgotten, the unwanted, as an animal. Didn't see you there.
Neither did I. Being blind and all.
Sorry, kid.
Don't be.
You're better off, really. It's an ugly world. If you saw me, you'd be afraid.
I see you now, and I'm not afraid. Neither are my friends. Let me introduce you.
Hers was the first act of kindness I'd ever experienced. And when I met her friends, I felt something unfamiliar. Acceptance. No one winced in fear, or hurled insults, or fists.
Greetings, friend. My name's Corliss, owner and ringmaster of our little family.
Can he stay with us?
Ooh, you got Becky's ringing endorsement. You're more than welcome to join us. So what do you say,
Waylon.
Why, that's not a name. You need something more fitting. Wait, I've got it. We'll call you Killer Croc, the Incredible Gator Man.
I spent my days as an alligator wrestler. Sure, it was a gimmick, but I didn't mind. The crowds were in awe of me, and my family loved me. It was too good to last forever. What's wrong, Becky?
It's Mr. Corliss. He sold the carnival. They're moving it to another state. Most of my friends ran off. They left me behind. I'm all alone again. I'm afraid.
Don't be scared. You're not alone. I won't leave you. We were taken to Gotham for the grand opening. It was our big unveiling. One in which the new owner trotted us out before the masses like monsters. And the crowd reacted as such. All the years of abuse at my aunt's hands came flooding back. It turned into a daily occurrence. Some took it even further, actually physically assaulting members of the carnival. All that did was provoke them. And after a night in jail, they returned for some retribution. The carnival was done for. An explosion ripped through the Pier District, destroying it. It was considered one of Gotham's worst fires since the Great Depression. The blast blew me into the harbor, I was fortunate to survive. Others weren't so lucky.
Monster!
The only monsters here are you. Save for myself and the owner, no one else survived. It was suspicious, but ruled an accident. No charges were brought. I was now stuck in Gotham, without a home, family, or a job. With nothing left to lose, I fell back into old habits, and I never forget a cent. I found a new job. I became a heavy in the mob, an enforcer for hire. But I usually worked alone and drew a lot of attention in both Gotham and Bloodhaven. And I found a home after all. Turns out Arkham would become a more permanent residence, but even that didn't last once the riots started. During all the confusion, I was able to escape back to the city, only to find an all-new cage built around me. For the most part, I've been left alone, but more are finding their way down here. Food has always been a concern. I've survived off the rats and rummaging through trash. But it's even better when it's delivered right to your doorstep. And I fill up a monster appetite. These fools never expected to fall into a gator trap. Just me, them, and an empty stomach waiting to be filled.
It's crack!
You'll do nicely. It's supper time. They came down here looking for something. Instead, they found me. They stink of cotton candy and corn dogs. What is that clown feeding them? They used to ridicule my skin.
Pour it on! I am! He's not stopping!
The only ridiculous things are these two. Squirm, little fishies. Squirm for crack. Barely felt that. I'm gonna enjoy eating your bones. Hey, you're missing an arm. Someone already bite a chunk out of you. Whoever did that is in trouble. I don't like to share my food. That's about enough out of you.
You! Stop.
Or what? You gonna love tap me again? You're all trespassing here. Now get out.
Not here for you. Only bird.
No birds down here.
No. Penguin.
And what are you gonna do? Sit there and bleed? Call me a freak?
Sorry, comrade. We share a similar history. Huh? I was also named Freak. Like you. But we are not freaks.
Says you. Your scent smells different than the others. Like gruel.
Kasha. Siberian porridge.
Whatever. So, you're after Penguin's gang. Never cared for that runt.
Is truce?
Yeah. Just don't expect me to huck you.
Is promise. No more clowns if you eat birds only.
As long as I get to eat.
Das Vidanya, Gator Man.
I agree to their arrangement. But it's a funny thing about sewers. How things find a way of washing up down here. And I'm not one to pass up a free meal. So what'll it be? What am I in the mood for? Tonight, I have dining options. Will it be carnival food, seafood, or prison food? Sure, why not all